the home of the do-it-yourself trucker. When everything goes wrong, you gotta Redneckanize.
Oh, hey, welcome back, everybody. Hey, this is Dave with Redneckanize Radio. We're just having a great night here tonight, chilling out and getting things done. Hope everybody's enjoying it. So you can give us a holler at 516-387-1733. Be part of the conversation. Just put one, and we'll get you right in here. You know, we were talking about a bunch of things, and it was talking about I-70 being shut down for the weekend. And I thought that was interesting, so I pulled it up and looked at it, and what it had was it wasn't that big of a deal, from what I found out. All it is that the downtown area of I-70 right there, that little busy area that we all know about, right there between I-70 and Colorado Boulevard, where the TA and Sapp Brothers is over there, all the way to where the Pilot is, kind of that area down there on the east side. And you can pretty much get around it by going up 270 and then over to 76 and down. And just other articles, it was really weird because they said that it was going to cause, a lot of disturbances and a lot of problems. And I didn't think that was the case, but it was only for the weekend, so we'll see how that goes. Where I was going to find that. And this was just in the Denver Post is what it was. And of course, we got to get through all the ads and everything. But it says the twice delayed westbound I-70 closure through downtown Denver coming this weekend. So this was posted on Friday. So I guess what happened is they kept delaying it because they said of oil shortage for the tar or whatever. But Colorado DOT crews will pave this road portion as part of the Central 70 project zone. It says Interstate 70 will be closed traveling westbound through a key portion of Denver over the weekend. Beginning on 10 p.m. Friday, the Colorado Department of Transportation will close I-70 from Interstate 270 to Colorado Boulevard. The closure comes as Colorado DOT will pave that stretch of road in the Central 70 project zone. The closure is finally happening this weekend after it was initially planned for July, but an oil shortage delayed it until last weekend. Colorado DOT backed out of the paving project last weekend due to the weather. Travelers can detour around the area by taking I-270 to Interstate 76 to Interstate 25 back to 70. Now, you might think that that's that's a lot of roads, but really they all kind of just merge. Like 76 just kind of dies right there on 25, and you're not really on 25 for that long. But the only problem is it's like one or two lanes. So it can be a delay problem if you got to go from one interstate to the other and only one lane gets you there. So to me, if anybody's out there talking about, where we're a lot of infrastructure going on, where I think they said Congress was working through the weekend, try to get that bill passed, they need to just improve the exits from one highway to the next to make it where it'd be like, 2 or 3 lanes going into that highway. We all see it a lot of times when a highway dead ends, my biggest example is 65 dead ends into Interstate 10 down in Mobile, Alabama. 3 lanes go Interstate 10 west, and then only 2 lanes go Interstate 10 east. And of course, the majority of the highway goes that way. But it's like that's the reason it dead ends that way. But really, it should be that way everywhere. Anywhere a interstate crosses another interstate. If the blue road crosses another blue road, there should be a lot of lanes going from one road to the next. And that's just from a trucker's point of view. That's what they'll tell you. It says, but it also says here the highway will reopen at 5 a.m. on Monday. So we'll find out for sure how that goes. Like I said, we'll put everybody talking about going down there and seeing everything. We'll see how that works out. But I just thought that was interesting that. They just keep talking about how, even one, it was the Vail newspaper website said it was going to cause delays in people getting their deliveries in those areas. And, shoot, man, people that live up there, they live where it snows and the roads get shut down. So, yeah, the delays happen a lot. You better batten down the hatches when when something like that happens. But I don't know. I just think that was kind of like, anybody that lives out there in the middle of nowhere, things can get delayed anytime. You kind of expect it if you live out in the country or up in the hills or somewhere like that. You just kind of expect that you're not going to get everything right away. I don't know if anybody lives up there and knows anything different, let me know. But yeah, it's just crazy how that works out. But other than that, it was pretty slow this weekend. Like I said, we were looking at things, and I hate talking about the driver shortage because there's we all know it's a bunch of bullcrap. But also, there was an article that talked about how the trucking industry was going overseas to look for drivers. Now, this has been the case years and years. I mean, the recruiters push up, like they'll send out websites in other languages and of course in other countries just to get people to kind of, reference it. Anybody out there has ever been in a situation I've known people from Vietnam. I've known people from Cambodia. I've known people from Sudan, Nigeria. Once they get over here, once one person gets here, then they contact relatives or friends back in the country that they came from, and they say, hey, this is what you need to do. And and of course, then this like, not necessarily revolving door, but it's kind of like the doorway opens where more and more can come. And they're, I mean, all the guys I know are great guys. There's no, you know, I mean, I've known a few that were worthless, because they came here as teenagers. And of course, when you come here as a teenager, you probably already have that mentality that the world sucks, because you probably came from a place that sucked, and you're coming to the United States where you're told everything sucks. So I mean, like one driver, he didn't want to work. So, you know, I said, you got to work, dude. You got to drive. And, you know, this is what driving. You don't like truck driving, get out of it. Go do something else. But you got to drive. And he didn't like driving. So he went and did something else. And then, you know, this, you see a lot of them, they go from trainer to trainer and that kind of stuff like that and all that. But most of them been all great guys. You know, we had one driver there at the big company I worked for back in the day. I was in charge of the training, and we had one driver. He was from the Sudan, and he had one time he came in and said the guy was his brother-in-law. And then the next time he came in, he said the guy was his uncle. So he might have had relatives. Most of them were probably just his friends, but he had one guy come in. He says, hey, you know, he's supposed to be training me. Well, he's out right now. And he calls me up and he goes, yeah, I'm almost done with this guy. When I drop him off tomorrow, I'll pick this other guy up, or, you know, or send that guy home. And when I get this guy done on Monday, I'm going to go pick him up. And this was like on Tuesday or Wednesday. You know, we're like, hey, that's great. That's how they do it. That's if the trainer's willing to wait on him and he's willing to train the guy, then, you know, hey, we try to make it happen as good as we can. So, and stuff like that. But, and you might, and you're out there probably disagreeing with it, you know, that foreigners should be come taking our jobs. Some of these guys, man, they work hard, and they drive truck, and you say, well, they don't know English. No, they know English pretty good. You know, they do all right. You know, one time we had a guy, so everybody knows, and I'm not trying to, you know, I'm just telling the truth, that we had people, we have tons and tons of different people out there, different religions, different races, different countries and all that and everything. And so we had this one guy come in, and he requested that he go with another Muslim. He needed to be with a Muslim. But he was American. He was not from another country. He was American. And of course, you know, he's wearing the robe and everything, and got the hat, the special little, whatever he's wearing. I don't know the name of it, but he insisted. He was, you know, we're like, hey, we try to help you out. You know, we'll try to help you out. So we call this guy, this trainer we know. He's from the Sudan, born Muslim. Okay. Hard worker, great guy. Okay. He needed a student. We said, this guy needs it. He's requesting to go with a Muslim. Oh yeah, no problem. Help him out. Great. He goes out for a week, maybe 2 weeks, comes back. He says, you got to get this guy off my truck. He don't want to work. I said, dude, I was born a Muslim. I don't pray as much as this guy. He said, it's crazy. He don't want to work. He just wants to pray. And so I was like, well, there you go. You know, and you got to work. That's all there is to it. You got to work. So it was fun that you know, we hate trying to discriminate. You know, we always get accused of that all the time. And I said, hey, you know, take care of him. And he says, no, the guy don't want to work. He don't want to work. So put him with somebody else. So we said, well, we're going to put you with somebody else, but, you know, if you don't want to work, there ain't nothing you can do. And I think he ended up going home and getting out of trucking. He said trucking wasn't for him. So maybe so. I don't know. But there's great people out there from all different countries that want to come here and work and do great things. And they learn English. You know, it's the ones that don't want to work or don't want to learn English. Those are the ones that you know, people don't like. And of course they don't want to, it seems like they just don't feel that they need to learn everything, you know. But hey, if they can make money and they can stay legal doing what they do, you know, I guess ain't nothing we can do about it other than just keep pushing for, you know, common sense, which doing everything right or wrong. You know, if you're doing something wrong and then we want to tell you, hey, you're doing it wrong, but you don't understand English to see that you're doing it wrong, then yeah, that causes a problem. So I think that's a big deal. But as far as all that goes, you know, it's the driver shortage. Like I said, we think it's weird that they call it a driver shortage when really they should be taking care of their drivers better and doing better. Drivers should be doing better. Companies should be doing better. Everybody needs to be doing better. And once everybody focuses on making sure they're doing good, they're doing better. You know, we got too many drivers worried about carriers doing better. We got too many carriers worrying about where all the good drivers are. And it's all, we just need to be doing better. Okay. Everybody, the companies, a lot of the bigger companies probably should be doing better. Smaller companies, you know, trying your hardest to do better. But of course, you know, you're competing with the big companies, but we see it out there all the time where, you know, they say that they care about something, but really they don't. You know, we care about the drivers. No, not really. You know, if you cared about the drivers, then you'd want to pay them more, and you would have an incentive to pay them more. Drivers end up going places where they're going to be appreciated by either, you know, and that's the other thing too. You can be appreciated by how you want. If you want to make money, make money. If you want more time off, go somewhere and get more time off. You want a place that has better benefits, go work for somebody that got better benefits. That's the great thing about America is that every company's different. Every company pays different. Every company has a different scenario about how they view work and all that. And, you know, you just need to find a place where you fit in as a driver. And that's kind of where everything starts off from there. But yeah, so, you know, life on the road, that's how it is. You know, you're constantly trying to figure things out for yourself and make things better for you. And as long as you're doing a good job, then you should be able to figure that out pretty quickly. But we're going to keep on rocking and rolling here, and hope everybody's having a great evening this evening. Like I said, don't forget to check out our website, redneckanize.com. And don't forget to one of our great sponsors that we got, and that's Trucker Tools. That's a Trucker Tools app. You know, it's an all-in-one trucking app where you can book freight, you can track freight, you can look for like fuel stops and repair facilities, even Walmart's, you know, find truck parking, all that good stuff. And like I say, you download the Trucker Tools app from your app store, and you can go in, you sign in, create a profile and all that. You can even leave, if you would leave a review, they really appreciate those reviews. They like leaving reviews, and just let them know you appreciate them supporting Redneckanize, because we do appreciate them. They're also at truckertools.com, so go check them out there and everything. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate that. And we hope everybody's having a great evening. And yeah, we're going to keep on rocking and rolling here, and we hope everybody's having a great night. And like I said, this is Redneckanize Radio, 516-387-1733. So kick back here and relax. This is Redneckanize Radio. We'll see you in a bit.
Down on the corner by the traffic light, everybody's looking as she goes by. They turn their heads and they watch her till she's gone.